I'm Rob Trzaski. I'm running for the Democratic nomination for Congress here in Virginia's 5th District. And I'm going to get straight to the point. The big question a lot of people have is, why should I vote for you instead of Tom Perriello? And it's a totally reasonable question. So Tom Perriello is the more established guy, the more established Democrat. He has better name recognition. He's sort of the safe and comfortable option. So why didn't I drop out? Because he came into the race about 5 days after I did. So why am I still here? Why am I still running? Let me give you a recent example. So this is in just yesterday. There was a local television station in Lynchburg that had little profiles of the 3 Democrats running for Congress. And they asked us a number of things. They had our answers on data centers was one of them. And my own answer was kind of truncated. I think I wasn't soundbitey enough. But basically, my idea is that I want to make sure that data centers pay their own way when it comes to power and water and whatever other costs. But here's Tom Perriello's answer. I'm just going to read it and see what you think of it, which is, quote, "Where communities oppose data centers, I'm going to fight like heck next to them to make sure those data centers don't come in. And where a community wants a data center, I will fight equally as hard to make sure they get the best terms available." Unquote. Now, this is very typical of Tom Perriello. He's very much a politician, a guy who's been running for something or other for 20 years. And this answer is kind of calculated and fence-straddling and all things to all people. You like data centers? I'm on your side. You don't like data centers? I'm also on your side. Obviously, this could be worse. And I'm on record, if he gets the nomination, after we get through this primary, if he gets the nomination, I will vote for Perriello over the Republican because he's better than the Republican. And we want politicians who respond to the will of the people. And, the Republican who's currently in office right now, John McGuire, is a perfect example of not doing that. He only got into office because he got the Trump endorsement. That's what he's got his eye on. He answers only to Trump and not to the people of this district. But there's a basic paradox in democracy, which is we want people to respond to the people, but not just to be a human weather vane. And we want someone not to be someone who just really wants to be in office, always running for something and will say whatever it takes. We want someone who stands for something, someone who has some fixed beliefs, and someone who will lead and not just follow. Somebody who will use his own best judgment and not just, follow, not just keep one eye always on the latest poll numbers. Now, an example of that, just recently, I criticized our senior senator, Mark Warner in Virginia, for coming out and sort of preemptively ruling out another impeachment of Donald Trump, and very much with this era sort of sticking a finger into the air and seeing what the prevailing winds are, because, this could be criticized, so we can't do it. And we've got some things that we need to do. The central things that I'm focused on, which is defending democracy, restoring the power of Congress. These things are too important. We need someone who believes in this cause, not just someone who will do it if the polls happen to look good at just this moment. That's why I stayed in this race. There are some things that we need to do that are too important. We need someone where we have 100% confidence that he's going to meet this moment and take on these issues. That's the center of my agenda. That's why I'm asking you to vote for me, and that's why I'm asking you to vote for me over the other guy. Thanks for listening.